Hey everybody, my name is Ethen Ostroff. I'm a personal injury lawyer in the Philadelphia area. My job is to make sure that you have your questions answered about your future personal injury case. If you're going through something, I'm so sorry if that's the case. If you're not going through something, this is the kind of content that'll make sure you're prepared to not be unprepared for your future personal injury case. Because guess what? Nobody ever thinks that they're going to be a plaintiff in a personal injury case. Trust me, I hear it every day. I can't believe I'm in this situation. How did this happen to me? This is the kind of content that'll make sure that you know how to deal with insurance companies and that you don't get the short end of the stick. But before I dive in today, which is the top questions to ask your insurance company during your claim, click below, hit that subscribe button, make sure to follow along where I promise you will feel more educated and more in the loop about your personal injury case. So, the most important thing to ask a insurance adjuster when you are going through a personal injury situation, and a personal injury situation defined is you are hurt and you are not at fault. When that kind of situation happens, you have a personal injury case. And when that happens, insurance companies get involved to pay for your medical bills, your claim, whatever you are going through, they're responsible to make sure you're paid, and their job as an insurance company is to make sure you're not paid because they don't have your interests in mind. They have Geico's interests in mind. They have State Farm's interests in mind. And the way that adjusters get bonuses is by paying people as little as possible. So just know, the number one thing that you should know before you get on the phone with any insurance company in your personal injury case is, who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? Now, there are two potential options here. Are you talking to, let's say you got in a car crash. Are you talking to your own insurance company? Or are you talking to the other insurance company? And to make it really clear, sometimes the same insurance company, like Progressive or State Farm, represents both the driver at fault and the driver not at fault. So, who am I talking to? Are you representing me for my policy, or are you representing the person who's at fault here? If they say, oh, we are here for the driver who's at fault, oh, we are representing the business for which you got hurt at, do not speak to them. Do not speak to them. Their job is to get you to lock into a statement so that they can use it against you at trial in the future. Hang up the phone, don't take their calls, get on the phone and talk to a personal injury lawyer so that they can be the buffer between you and that company. These companies will call you 10 times a day, over and over, until you take that call. Don't take it. Don't take it. So first thing, before you even get on the phone with an insurance company, what party do you represent as an insurance company? Number two, depending on the type of claim, if there is a property damage claim, let's say that you damaged your bumper when you got rear-ended, and a personal injury claim, what type of adjuster am I speaking to? So ask them, are you a property damage adjuster or are you a personal injury adjuster? If it's a property damage adjuster, you can speak to them. You can speak to them. You don't need to pay a personal injury lawyer to handle your property damage claim. It's not that difficult. But when they start going into that personal injury realm, you hang up that phone, you stop talking to them immediately. They do not have your best interests in mind, okay? So, what type of adjuster are you? Next, do I have, and let me repeat these words, do I have first-party benefits? So, you're on the phone with your own insurance company now, your own insurance company. Ask them, do I have first-party benefits? If you do have first-party benefits, and I'll explain what they are in a second, how much do I have? First-party benefits are where your own insurance company, depending on whether you live in a fault state or no fault state, now give me a second, I'll explain that. If you have first-party medical benefits, your own insurance company pays for the portion, the initial portion, or all of your medical bills. So when you speak to that adjuster, if it's your own insurance company, you can talk to them and ask these few questions, but do not talk to them about your injury case. Do not talk to them about it. They're trying to minimize. And guess what? You might need to sue your own insurance company, and I'll get to that in another video. But don't talk to them about your personal injury situation, but you can ask your own insurance company certain questions. Do I have first-party benefits? No fault state, fault state. Now, this is a sort of side note. If you live in a fault state, the other insurance company is responsible for paying for your medical bills, But if you live in a no-fault state, your own insurance company is responsible for at least a portion of your medical bills. In Pennsylvania, it's $5,000. In New Jersey, it's way more. In other states, it could be less. But if you are on the phone with your own insurance company, ask them, do I have first-party benefits? And Google your state, fault state, no fault state. Do I live in a no fault state in Illinois? No. The answer is actually no. You live in a fault state if you live in Illinois. Look up whether you live in a fault state or no fault state. If you live in a no fault state, then you should have first party benefits, which means your own insurance company will pay for at least a portion of your medical bills. Next, wage loss. Ask your own insurance company, do I have wage loss coverage? Wage loss coverage is a dollar for dollar amount for the amount of money you lost because you could not work. Let's say that you broke your arm and you had to take off 6 weeks of work. You might be able to get those wages paid dollar for dollar in addition to the personal injury case. So ask your adjuster, do I have wage loss coverage? It should be outlined on your declarations page, but just ask them, do I have wage loss coverage? Now, lastly, I talked about this in another video, and it's really important to repeat. Treat insurance companies the way that they try to get you to treat personal injury lawyers. They are the snake oil salesman. They are trying to minimize your personal injury case for their own gain. They are incentivized to pay you as little as possible. The better that they do, which means the less that they pay you, means the more that they get paid. The more you get paid, the more I get paid. My job is to get you maximized. Their job is to get you minimized. So in terms of talking to them, just simply hire a personal injury lawyer. Let them do the talking. Let them do the talking. If you hire a personal injury lawyer, they will handle that whole communication process. So those are the most important things to ask both your insurance company, and do not talk to other insurance companies. Click below to hit that subscribe button. Make sure your future personal injury case is protected. My name is Ethen Ostroff. Thanks so much for joining us today.